Hello friends, in this video we will be learning about quadrilaterals and some special quadrilaterals. Let's start. Quadrilaterals. A simple closed figure made up of 4 line segments. A quadrilateral is nothing but a simple closed figure made up of 4 line segments. So it can be said as it is a 4-sided polygon. As we know, polygon means any simple closed figure made up of line segments. Here, as they are made up of 4 line segments, so it is a 4-sided polygon. Quad means 4 and lateral means sides, so 4-sided polygon. So it looks somewhat like this with 4 sides. So this is a quadrilateral with 4 sides. So a quadrilateral has 4 sides and 4 angles. Let's move on with some special quadrilaterals. So when we talk of special quadrilaterals, so special quadrilaterals have some special properties. So these are the special quadrilaterals: parallelogram, trapezium and a kite. So parallelogram, trapezium and kite are the special quadrilaterals. So let's start with parallelogram. As the name suggests, parallelogram. So a quadrilateral with the 2 pairs of its opposite sides parallel to each other. So the opposite sides are parallel, that's why it is called as a parallelogram. So it looks like this, a parallelogram. As you can see here, let's name it first ABCD. So this is a parallelogram ABCD, where you can see one of its pair is parallel now, that is AB is parallel to CD. Then this is the second pair, that is AD parallel to BC. So here any quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel, both the pairs. So 2 pairs of opposite sides are parallel, then it will be called as a parallelogram. Next, trapezium. So in a trapezium, only 1 pair of opposite sides are parallel, only 1 pair. So here it looks like this. So let's consider this trapezium ABCD and we'll consider AB parallel to CD. So here we see that only 1 pair of parallel sides we have. Now AD and BC are non-parallel sides. So we'll have only 1 pair. If 1 pair is parallel, it will be called as trapezium. If both the pairs are parallel, it will become a parallelogram. Next, a kite. So it's a quadrilateral with the 2 pairs of equal sides adjacent to each other. So let's consider the figure and just name it ABCD. So in this one, 2 adjacent sides will take the AD and CD or AD and DC. So here we see that these 2 are equals to each other. So AD equals to DC. So this is 1 pair of adjacent sides. So the next pair will be AB and BC. So here these 2 are also equal. As you can see here, AD is equals to DC and AB is equals to BC. So adjacent sides are equal. So 2 pairs. AD and DC are 1 pair, AB and BC are the second pair. So both of them are equal. So this forms a kite. Now let's know about the properties of a parallelogram. So the first property says 2 pairs of opposite sides are equal. Already we know in a parallelogram opposite sides are parallel, but the property says here 2 pairs of the opposite sides are equal also. So here let's consider this parallelogram ABCD. Then we can say AB is equals to CD. Both are of equal length. AB is equals to CD. That means if AB is 3 cm, CD will be also 3 cm. Similarly, the another pair BC and AD. So if AD is 4 cm, BC is also 4 cm. So the opposite sides are equal in a parallelogram. Next, the 2 pairs of opposite angles are also equal. In a parallelogram, opposite angles are also equal. So let's consider the parallelogram ABCD and first see the opposite angles. As you can see here, A and C are opposite to each other, B and D are opposite to each other. So you can say A is equals to C, that is angle A is equals to angle C. That means if angle A is 60 degree, angle C will be also 60. Now similarly, angle B is equals to angle D. So if angle B is somewhere 120 degree, angle D will be also 120 degree. So in a parallelogram, opposite angles are also equal. The third property says the pair of the diagonals bisect each other. So as we know, diagonals means which joins the opposite vertices, as you can see here, B to D and A to C. So AC and BD are the two diagonals. Now they bisect each other. So let's consider the intersecting point as point O. That means at point O, these two diagonals are meeting, and it says that they bisect each other. So when you say bisect, bisect means dividing something into two equal parts. So here O is considered as the midpoint of the diagonals. So O is the midpoint of BD and O is the midpoint of AC also. So since O is the midpoint of BD, so we can say BO is equals to DO. BO is equals to DO. So the point O is the midpoint of the diagonal BD. Similarly for AC also, AO is equals to CO. Both are of the equal length. So the diagonals are bisecting each other. Next, let's see all the properties. First thing is opposite sides are parallel and equal. Opposite angles are equal and the diagonals bisect each other. These are the three properties of a parallelogram. Opposite sides are parallel and equal. Opposite angles are equal and diagonals bisect each other. Next, like special quadrilaterals, we have some special parallelograms also. Let's see the rectangle, square and a rhombus. These are the three special parallelograms. These three comes under all the three are parallelograms but with some special properties. That's why they are called as special parallelogram. Let's continue. Rectangle. So a rectangle is nothing but a parallelogram in which each angle is 90 degree. So if in a parallelogram all the angles are 90, then it becomes a rectangle. So let's consider this. It is a rectangle ABCD where you can see here opposite sides are equal, opposite sides are parallel. As since it is a parallelogram, it will follow the rules of the parallelogram. Whatever the properties of parallelogram are there, the same properties for rectangle also, but with something extra. So here what is that extra? All the angles are 90 degree. Opposite sides are equal, opposite sides are parallel and all the angles are 90 here. Let's see some properties of rectangle then. The diagonals are equal and bisect each other. Here if you consider the diagonals AC and BD, these two will be equals to each other. The diagonals are equal and they bisect each other. Same way like in a parallelogram we have seen O bisects AC. So AO is equals to CO, and similarly for BD, BO is equals to DO. So the diagonals bisect each other. So O is the middle point of diagonals AC and BD. So they bisect each other and the diagonals are also equal. Next, so you'll see here opposite sides are parallel and equal like in a parallelogram, because rectangle is also a parallelogram. So opposite sides are parallel and equal. Here the extra property is each angle of it is equals to 90 degree and here diagonals are equal. In a parallelogram it need not be equal, but in rectangle the diagonals are equal and bisect each other. So the extra two properties what we see here are each angle is 90 degree and the diagonals are equal. That's why it is a special parallelogram. Next parallelogram is a rhombus. So how a rhombus is formed? If in a parallelogram all sides are equal, if in a parallelogram all the four sides are equal, then it becomes a rhombus. So let's consider this parallelogram in which all the four sides are equal, then it becomes a rhombus now. So ABCD is considered as a rhombus because all the sides are equal. AB is equals to BC, BC equals to CD and CD equals to DA. All the four sides are equal. Let's see some properties of a rhombus. The diagonals bisect each other but at right angles. Same way like parallelogram they bisect each other, but here in a rhombus they are perpendicular to each other. That means they cut at right angles. So let's see first the diagonals, they bisect each other. So AO equals to CO and BO equals to DO. This is diagonals bisecting each other. Next, they bisect each other at right angles. That means AC is perpendicular to BD. So they form a 90 degree. The diagonals AC and BD form a 90 degree. So they bisect each other at right angles. So let's see the properties now. Opposite sides are parallel, all the sides are equal, diagonals bisect each other at right angles. This one is the most important one. Diagonals bisect each other at right angles. Now let's see a square. A parallelogram with all the sides equal and each angle is 90 degree. So it looks like this. So let's consider this ABCD. So here we can see all the four sides are equal. So AB equals to BC, BC equals to CD, CD equals to D. All the four sides are equal to each other and each angle is 90 degree. So in a parallelogram with all sides equal and each angle equals to 90 degree, then it becomes a square. So if in a parallelogram all are equal, all the sides are equal and all the angles are 90 degree, then it becomes a square. Now let's see one property of a square. So diagonals are equal here, they bisect each other and at right angles. So these are the extra properties. So AC and BD are the diagonals which are equal. Then O is the middle point, so it bisects. So AO equals to CO and BO equals to DO. So here the diagonals are equal and they are bisecting each other. Next, they bisect each other at right angles. So we can say AC is perpendicular to BD. They form a right angle. The diagonals form a right angle. So here AC is perpendicular to BD. So the special properties are opposite sides are parallel, all sides are equal, each angle is equal to 90 degree, diagonals are equal and bisect each other at right angles. So these are the special properties for a square. So square takes some properties from rectangle and some properties from rhombus. So let's see some facts about these special parallelograms. First, all squares are rectangles, but all rectangles are not squares. Like how a square become when in a rectangle, if all the sides are equal, it becomes a square. So that's the only difference between square and rectangle. That is, in a rectangle opposite sides are equal, but in a square all the sides are equal. So all squares are rectangles only, but all rectangles are not squares. So squares have some extra properties than the rectangle. So we can say a square is a special rectangle. A square is a special rectangle with all sides equal. And all squares are rhombuses, but all the rhombuses are not squares. So squares and rhombuses, the only difference is in a rhombus all the angles need not be 90 degree, but in a square all the angles are 90 degree. So that's the extra property that a square has. So that differentiates from the rhombus. So all squares are rhombus. So a square can be called as a special rhombus with each angle 90 degree. So all the angles are 90. In a rhombus all the angles are not 90 degree. Only opposite angles are equal, but they are not 90. So in a square all the angles are 90, so it is a special rhombus. And a rhombus is a special parallelogram. A rhombus is a special parallelogram with all the sides equal. So a rhombus can be called as a special parallelogram with all sides equal. So let's see the whole discussion. Thank you and keep exploring.